100 years ago, this element used to endow Bohemian crystal with its fantastic yellow-green hue and glow. Now, as all school children know, uranium requires particularly careful handling, yet in the last century it was used to coat instruments, clock faces, and was even tried as an additive in medicine. For the city of Krasnokamensk in the Baikal region, uranium is an element of vital importance. 2 generations of local residents have worked in the mines and in building the plant. The Pryagunsky Industrial Mining and Chemical Union supplies a major part of all of Russia's uranium. In itself, uranium ore is slightly radioactive. The risks underground are no more different from those in a coal mine, dust and gas. Explosive methane gas collects in coal seams, while with the breakup of radioactive elements, radon is released here.
To ensure a safe working environment in the uranium mine, the following are essential: reliable input ventilation, personal protection equipment, and highly trained, qualified staff. In terms of observing these operational conditions, there is practically no difference from work in any other kind of mine.
Processing the ore raises another issue: what to do with the waste rubble. Each ton of the final raw material produces 1,000 tons of waste. If the useful metals were taken straight from the lorry on arrival at the factory, the lorry would be just 0.1% lighter. What remains, essentially, is industrial waste. The upshot of this is that the area surrounding the plant would look like this after a year. Considering that the company has been operating for 40 years already, this part of the steppe could have been covered in mountains a long time ago. However, experts at ARMZ Zolota created conditions for safe production at Krasnokamensk. Natural creases in the terrain are used for tailing dumps, and the land around the deposit is revegetated after its development. Modern technology ensures minimal damage to the environment. We're under the constant supervision of monitoring bodies such as Environmental Safety, the Health Inspection Services, the State Department of Technological and Environmental Supervision. We are not causing any harm to the environment. ARMZ Zolota is successfully employing a new method of uranium mining at deposits in Buryatia and the southern Urals, as well as in southern Kazakhstan. Uranium in this desert is almost invisible. The leaching site pipes are underground and the whole complex is operated automatically. All that remains for the engineers to do is to ensure that the equipment is in good working order.
When the human element is absent and the process uses automated machinery, then it reduces background radiation to a minimum. And as you can see, our environment is not being polluted. A clean steppe, a clean site. Soon we will be walking around in pumps and lappets.
At the moment, the method of in-situ leaching is the most ecologically friendly way of extracting uranium. Experts inject sulfuric acid solution directly into the ore body. Uranium-rich solutions rise to the surface of the extraction wells and are taken to the factory for processing. At the plant, the uranium is separated from this solution in the sorption and desorption columns. The process mixture is enriched with acid and returns to the leaching site. In this way, not a single drop of harmful material is released into the environment.
At the present time, the in-situ leaching method of uranium extraction is the most ecologically sound one. The treatment solutions are introduced into the aquifer, 200 to 600 meters down. The upper aquiclude and lower aquiclude prevent the solutions leaking into other layers.
The careful attitude towards the unique ecosystems is obvious even to those who cannot grasp the complexities of uranium mining. For example, engineers in Kazakhstan use a certain mode of transport, the most environmentally friendly one, for getting around the site.
We have allocated bicycles for operational staff to get from building to building more conveniently.
Uranium is one of the most widespread elements on Earth. It is even present in minute concentrations in the human body. Half a century ago, extracting this strategically important metal was indeed a risky business. Nowadays, any specialist knows that uranium extraction is safe if it is approached in the correct way. The individual dosimetric monitoring system confirms this.